Hello there, my name's Shelley, and today I'm going to show you a little bit of the process in building these wood advent calendars. I've been building them for a couple of years now, and at the beginning I went through a lot of trial and error process trying to figure out how I wanted to do the little doors. I think now I've worked out the bugs, and we could just go through a bit of the process. So the carcass of the main case, made out of maple. This one's curly maple, actually, which is one of my favorites. And this wood is called Padauk. Now, Padauk, when you sand it, it looks orange. But once you get the finish on it, you get a nice red hue. Some of it comes in deeper than others, depending on the boards you get. The basic frame is 2 7/16 thick, or wide, I should say, 3/8 thick. You make your main frame. You got to put a bunch of dados in all around. I have plans that show dimensions for absolutely everything. Once you get your pieces cut, though, before you do your dados, what I like to do is do my spray finish. I get a couple coats of spray finish on all the parts before I do all of my dados. Then that way, trying to get finish in these little compartments is very difficult. So this way here, all parts are pre-finished. You cut your dados, your rabbets on the corner, and of course, all your dividers, which will have dados down each where they cross, so they fit into each other. You want to have that nicely snug, but not so tight that it's difficult to pull them apart. So you want to be able to do a dry fit, make sure everything's fine. If you have to do a little bit of sanding or tweaking, then that way you can still take them apart. Now, to put these doors in, which is the main thing with this, I have a steel rod, a 1/8 steel rod that runs this full length. So it goes in about halfway, so about 3/16 into the top and about 3/16 into the bottom. And each divider has the hole drilled right through, 9/64, just slightly larger than the 1/8 rod. Now, the other tricky part, though, is the doors. You need to get the holes drilled straight down in the doors. So for this project, you definitely need a drill press. You'll need table saw with a dado blade. Optionally, you can use a router with straight router bits. You can, whichever one's your preference. I personally like to go to my table saw and use my dado blade for that. So you will go on the drill press. You will set up your fence and your stop block so that you can drill all the way through. And now you can't just drill straight through. That bit is too narrow or too small, and it will end up going off on a little bit of an angle. So what you want to be able to do is go down a little bit at a time. You don't want your bit to heat up because it crack the wood. But you go a little bit, 1/8, 1/4 inch at the most at a time, a little bit until you get about halfway through the door. Then you're going to flip the door over, put it against the fence again, and drill down exact same way on the other side. What I do when I'm done drilling through is I put same bit or an extra bit, 9/64 into my hand drill. I have a little 12-volt cordless I like to use, and you just drill through and ream the holes a little bit just to make sure they're clean and straight. It's a little bit fiddly, and it is a process, but with patience, you can get them perfectly lined up. The numbers I purchase, I don't make them, I purchase them online. I have a little jig I set up for making sure they're all glued in the right spot. Now, for all those little bits of gluing, because all the doors, all the parts are pre-finished, my preference is to use the Gorilla Super Glue, but any type of instant glue would work just perfectly fine. Now, this unit as well, we have the Christmas tree on the top. So I cut this on my scroll saw, and in behind it, let's see if I can get this out, this angle, we have a little battery-operated tea light. So it's not, I usually like the more of a soft glow, but that works as well, which gives a nice glow. It's hard to tell with all the lighting in here, but gives a nice glow in behind. Now this unit is meant, it could sit on your side table or something up against a wall. As well, on the back, I've included this little keyhole slot so you can hang it on the wall. Now that we're on the back, this is one of the additions I did. I never used to do all this solid piece on the back, but I had problems with the roof part breaking off. So now I cut a piece of 1/8 hardboard, which fits nicely into all the rabbets on the back, gives it a nice clean look, makes it a lot sturdier. And the inside gable, which is done in maple, is then glued to that. So it makes everything a lot more secure, and it's a much cleaner look. So you can check out, I have my plans on Instructable.com. You can look for them there. Step-by-step instructions, plus a lot of pictures, a couple more videos. And the ultimate thing would be the step-by-step instructions, of course, and the detailed drawings. I have a drawings and a cut list in there that give you all the dimensions of everything, so you can kind of take a look and you can get a bird's eye view of it before you put it together. So take a look on my other videos on installing the doors and drilling the holes in the doors. I have 2 more videos available on that, and as well, you can get it on Instructables.com. Thank you very much, and I hope you're able to build one of these as a family heirloom for your home. Thank you very much.